Hear from our Scott Budman now, who has been inside that courtroom since it started this morning. Scott, thank you so much for your tweets. You have been keeping us up to date. Talk to us about the mood inside that courtroom.
Sure. It is as packed as I've ever seen it, and this trial has really gotten a lot of attention, but it tells you this is the climax of the case for Elizabeth Holmes. Everyone is here. She has a lot of family members, a lot of friends. There are obviously a lot of journalists. There are law students here, and a couple of the potential investor victims here. It is really packed. It is kind of hot and stuffy right now. The two sides are going through all the court minutia as far as any objections to what each side has said. We know, for instance, that Holmes's attorneys are asking for a maximum of 18 months in prison. We know, on the other hand, that the prosecution wants 15 years for her to serve that sentence, and also to make restitution to the investors of some $800 million. So right now, each side is trying to chop away at what the other side wants. The judge is taking it all in and is trying to sort of steer the conversation and keep it civil. But at this point, he is not tipping his hand as to how long he will sentence Holmes.
Scott, do you have any sense as to how long he's going to listen to these arguments? We've been talking with our legal experts on this end and just astonished that it's taken the 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a great question, and we're just on a 10-minute break here because each side has requested a respite. It's been going so slowly and for so long. And to be honest, having sat through now 2 trials, both Holmes and Balwani, with this judge, Edward Davila, he is an extremely careful, professional judge. He's really dotting all his I's and crossing all his T's, I think partly because when you get to this point and each side is claiming, hey, we weren't given as much time or as much fairness, he wants to knock all of that down. At one point, one of the attorneys for Elizabeth Holmes sort of stumbled into a sentence saying, who are the victims here? And the judge stopped him and said, let me stop you here. We know who they are. We've established that. We've established guilt on 4 counts. We've moved on. And so it could take a while, but he seems to be very determined, Scott, to let everybody have his or her say.
Scott, you were inside the courtroom back in January when Elizabeth Holmes heard the guilty verdict, right, of the 4 counts. You described her as being stoic. What's she like inside that courtroom today? Scott? Oh.
Family or friends while the arguments have been going on, although she did visit with them during the breaks and certainly beforehand. So, yeah, she's been stoic. She is visibly pregnant, and that has come up a couple of times. The judge even saying, when we stand up, as we occasionally do, you are free to stay seated, almost like what you tell a pregnant person in a service or something. And so there is that thoughtfulness. But, right, she hasn't shown any emotion so far, either walking in with the crush of press, as you saw, or as these arguments are going back and forth. There is a chance, because it is, from what I understand, her right. We may hear from her today a little bit later, and so that's one of the things we're waiting for. Looks like they're going to go in pretty soon. So we still have more arguments back and forth. And again, we may even hear from the defendant herself.
Scott Budman is reporting live from the courthouse itself. He says they need to go back into the courtroom, fairly soon. But again, Scott has been tweeting inside the courtroom. And Scott, I'm guessing there are a lot of reporters doing exactly the same.
Yeah, you can hear the clicking as things go. But honestly, we're all waiting for some sort of result, some sort of conclusion to this. And right now, really what we're getting is just sort of back and forth arguments as to why each side deserves a little more.
Sure. Scott, you had tweeted a little earlier that her family members are sitting right behind her. What have they been like?
They've been, I can tell you that through the whole, year and a half, they've been very supportive, showing up, holding her hand, making sure that, they're encouraging her during any sort of court breaks. Today, so far, they've been stoic, too. Really, there just isn't much to stir things up yet, because each side is launching very gentle barbs at the other. It's not like it was when they were really trying to come down and cross-examine each other. Again, the court case is done. We know the 4 charges that she's been found guilty of. And at this point, each side seems to be just very gradually chipping away at the other, but it doesn't look like any significant things have been thrown or accepted by the judge. And so the family, which was, I think, waiting to either, cheer perhaps a shorter sentence or console her for a longer sentence, is still in there. They've been stoic along with her. And, again, we're just waiting for any reaction if there's any sort of decision today.
And again, we are on about a 10-minute break in the Elizabeth Holmes sentencing hearing that has lasted so far more than 2 hours. You're listening to Scott Budman, our reporter inside the courtroom, because, of course, federal courts generally do not allow television cameras inside. And we've been watching some tape of Elizabeth Holmes going in and out of the courtroom as we try to imagine what's going on in there and what she is thinking as she waits for as much as 20 years in prison, or perhaps far less. We just at this point don't know. Scott Budman, we'll let you go back into the courtroom. I know you said you were a bit tight on time.